Hi, it's Dr. D again. I meant to post this about a week ago, but unfortunately I was a bit under the weather, so I'm posting it now. And I want to talk about sitcoms. Sitcoms are a way I use to de-stress. I find them lighthearted and relaxing. Always have, all the way back to, I think the first sitcom I ever liked was The Monkees and Gilligan's Island. And at that age, I really didn't know what was going on, but it was funny and silly. And all the way to today, I still find them relaxing and enjoyable. One of the recent sitcoms that I really enjoyed was The Big Bang Theory. I just thought the writing was clever and it was relaxing to watch. I didn't have to put a lot of serious thought into it. Just sit back, relax, have a laugh. However, there was one character in that show that I had a major problem with. I felt that this character really misrepresented my field and what it has to offer in a harmful way. And I would rant about it a lot, to my husband. So there are three ways that I really had a problem with this character. The first way was that they presented her as a psychiatrist who does psychoanalysis. And now psychiatrists are MDs. They've gone to medical school. And their primary focus today is finding the right medication for someone who's experiencing a mental health issue. Most psychiatrists, with a few exceptions, do not do psychoanalytic therapy, and in general don't do a lot of therapy. Their focus is generally the medication. Where you're going to get the therapy, and possibly psychoanalytic, cognitive behavioral, psychodynamic, there's a lot of different approaches, is from a psychologist. A psychologist has a doctorate in psychology and has spent grad school studying these theories. And of course, other mental health professionals that are out there. So that's one problem, that it misleads on a psychiatrist versus a psychologist, which often happens in the media. The second problem that I have with this character is she's very intellectualized, and she's often humiliating Leonard in front of his friends and his girlfriend. And she's analyzing him. She's making jokes about how she used to study him when he was a child and different things he did that she is very demeaning about. I have a major problem with that, especially since they're presenting her as a child development expert. Any expert in child development would know that would be unethical and that it's humiliating to the child. And that would not be looked on in a respectful way. Most people I have met in the mental health field are more nurturing and kind, and their goal is to provide a safe space for someone to talk about something that's on their mind and help them have a better quality of life. So that really misrepresents what we're about if you have someone who's over intellectualized and is humiliating towards her son and makes fun of things that happened when he was a child. That's very much against what most of us in the mental health field represent and what our values are. Also, people in my field don't generally analyze their family members and friends. We keep that in the office setting. It's part of our job in order to help people heal. It's not about having dominance over people in our life. Excuse me. So, I think it's really a shame that they represented her that way. And the third problem I have with it is they made abusive behavior, they tried to present it as funny. Her behavior towards Leonard is actually abusive, and how she treated him as a child was abusive. So it misleads people on appropriate ways of raising children by having this character who's supposed to be an expert act in a very emotionally abusive way. So those are my three main problems with that character, and I hope that the media gets better with how they represent that so that people aren't afraid to go to therapy when it might really help them and they could really benefit. So if you found this interesting, informative, entertaining, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to everyone later.